Hey guys, today's one of our favorite days of the year. Today is the day that we actually start planting some tomatoes and green beans. We're trying to do a no-till as much as we can this year, so Patrick will tell you how we got the garden ready for that.
So I actually planted some corn about a week ago just to see if I could get an early start. It was a little bit cool and I'm gonna have to plant the skips, but I did plant some corn before today. But we started out by hopefully setting up some permanent beds by tilling this area that we had it in some rows last year, but not the full thing. So we put it all in rows this year, and just to try to maximize the area of growth per square foot, you know, the garden per square foot. And hopefully we won't have to retill this again next year. We'll just cover it. So what we did was covered it with some actually visqueen that we had left over from building the house, and we didn't have quite enough, and we tried some clear, which ended up just being like a little greenhouse for the weeds. It didn't work too good.
Clear doesn't work, no.
No, it didn't get hot enough up under there.
Yeah.
You'll probably be able to see the difference in the weeds. And we got to burn them off too, so you'll probably be able to see it there too. So anyway, then we're gonna torch most of the weeds, which is good in the beginning when there's not any plants here. But it's very hard to do after you have plants in, because the plants can't take the kind of heat a torch puts out. So it's either down to hand weeding then, or mulching, you know, which she plans to mulch a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of mulch. I'm gonna put some compost down and put some mulch down. So maybe even use a little bit of newspaper and cardboard boxes to kind of add a little bit extra mulch.
Yeah, we've actually had quite a bit going on, which is why we hadn't posted in a while with trying to get the garden ready. I mean, we're trying to plant at work also, so there's a lot of stuff spring prep for there, and she's been messing with the bees a lot too. And we've had cold weather and a lot of rain, which is just spring for us.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's time to get going.
The real work is about to begin in the garden. So we're going to try to do no-till as much as we can in the future. It's more environmentally friendly. It helps with erosion. Plus, you've got a lot of biodiversity up under the ground, up under the dirt, and you preserve that biodiversity better when you don't till, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to entail covering the garden every year, but we also want to plant cover crops and try to the compost video, which I haven't finished because it was kind of a failure. But I mean, it's still going to be compost, just not in the amount of days that we wanted it to be.
It's not a failure, it just took longer than you thought it was going to.
But I think I announced it as like 18-day compost.
That's fine.
Well, I mean, it would be a failure on that part.
Yeah. It was a trial. It was a trial 18-day compost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of failing, you know, I mean.
Yeah, that's how we learn. One thing we didn't realize about the tarp that we put down for the garden is that it takes a while. It takes a while to kill those weeds and to kill the grass. So we had it down for about a month, I think.
Right, it was probably a month.
Yeah, and we still had some grass, some yellow grass, I guess, with the deep roots that it did not kill. But the blowtorch did a good job getting it. So it's not one of those things that you can just say, oh, I'm going to plant my garden next week. Let me get my silage tarp out. So it's not going to work like that. You're going to have to, and plus if you delayed your garden a little bit, the tarp, you know, would probably be a little bit warmer and do a better job killing the grass.
Right. I mean, it was still a lot less weeds than the yard, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, and I think that's with us striving to do as much no-till as we can year after year, we should have it should be better. We should have less grass and less weeds doing it this method.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people on the internet that are very, very successful at it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about if there's a lot of people in the South doing it, do you?
I have no
I haven't
idea.
paid attention, I guess.
I don't know.
I hadn't paid attention.
You mean as far as no-till or
yeah,
the
as far
tarps?
as no-till.
I think there are more people that are starting to try to do no-till. You know, it's one of those things that I just grew up. Daddy would just till the whole garden and we would, you know, plant the whole thing. So I think it's generational. It's how you learn how to do it. If you've got some old farmers, you know, especially commercial farmers, that's all they've been doing and all they know, you know, it's kind of hard to break those habits. It's kind of scary to try new things, but.
I mean, it also, if we keep it exactly like we have it right now, we are going to get soil compaction in all of our middles if we try to keep it no-till the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we're going to be adding to the rows where, you know, we're building it up each year, so.
Yeah, we'll still be compacting the middles, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of why farmers do plow, you know, is to try to break the hard pan, you know, so that they don't, you know, which is a layer of soil that you can't get to with normal tillage. And it becomes so hard that you can't get water to permeate through there.
So are we going to have to lightly till the
I
middle
know.
rows?
It's all new. It's all new. We'll just have to see how it goes, you know.
So, and I'm going to put some wood chips down there too, so that will that help at all with
Don't know.
not compacting it? So,
I don't know.
Barry's Crazy Cherry. We're not going to do no-till on everything. I mean, our peas in the future and the corn, those are things that'll probably always have to be tilled.
Yeah, sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be some peas in the corn, and maybe even some pumpkins in the corn.
Yeah.
But still, those will probably be tilled.
Now
Right now, they'll probably be tilled every year.
we could make the peas a no-till bed, you know, in the future. Try to build them up. We're also doing wider rows like we did last year for the peas. Some of the rows are actually going to be double planted, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we did that last year.
Yeah, that helps keep the weeds down too. So we're not doing that with the tomatoes. We'll do some companion planting under the tomatoes to help with that. But yeah, I mean, all we can say is we'll keep you posted and we'll see how it goes year after year. It should get better with the no-till method, I would think.
Right, and that's the. Maybe we'll do an update video on the rest, but there's a lot of stuff we had planned on starting the Airstream and a camper for which I've already started on that, camper for the truck, the Bronco, which I finally got running. I didn't make videos of putting gas tanks on and busting knuckles and swearing or bleeping, you know, but I can do that if y'all want to watch somebody bleep. But there's been a lot going on. It's just been hard to. I mean, this filming stuff is is kind of hard, you know.
Yeah. Well, the filming, it's getting it together and editing it and putting it together. That's a little labor intensive sometimes. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think the filming's, you know, those people that do it for channels, I mean, y'all do a good job because it's a lot of work.
Hats off to them, especially those that post regularly. So we got lots to get done today, and daylight's burning. So hope y'all get out there and grow some of your food this year. We're actually going to expand a little bit of our garden, or expand it by a good bit. And we have a few local customers that wanted us to grow them some corn and peas. So, yeah. So we got to go, y'all. Daylight's burning. Y'all have a good one. Go grow you something to eat. See ya.
Bye.
All right, baby, you can go. I know you were enjoying our garden, but go get in the pond. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go enjoy that pond.